Let's get to Capitol Hill. A number of senators, both sides of the aisle, stalling various government appointments. Some critics are calling this political hostage-taking. Elise Stefanik is the Republican congresswoman from here in New York City and joins us now. Congresswoman, J.D. Vance holding up Justice Department appointments, Tommy Tuberville holding up military appointments, Joe Manchin holding up EPA appointments. Is this a move to just stop everything and stop Biden?
Well, these are congressional tools, and what's important to take a step back and realize the Biden administration is holding up documents that we've requested. We've had to threaten contempt multiple agencies, whether it's the State Department, whether it's Department of Defense, whether it's the FBI, the DOJ. They have to respond to Congress. So I support senators using every tool to demand that accountability and also take back our constitutional responsibility.
So you want the tapes, you want the transcripts, you want to know what's been going on, and when you get that information, you'll open up Congress. Is that it?
Well, certainly. We want to make sure that there is transparency and accountability, and it should not even be a question that they turn over those documents.
Is it going to work?
Well, it better work. We're going to continue to focus on delivering that accountability, and it has worked so far. So these tools are an important tool for Congress to assert our constitutional responsibility of oversight over these agencies. They respond to Congress, not the other way around. We were elected by the American people to make sure these departments are focused solely on their mandate and not going overboard like we've seen in so many instances in this administration.
Got it. Now let's go local for a second here. Mayor Adams, Mayor of New York City, Mayor Adams, he's backing off his pledge to house migrants in Gracie Mansion. He says there are legal issues. Watch this.
I think that leading this challenge of the migrant problem is both substantive and symbolic. And as I always say, good generals lead from the front. They don't send their troops into battle and ask, how was the war? They lead them into battle. And so the symbolism of saying, hey, I'm willing to put a homeless family in Gracie is that symbolism.
OK, that symbolism has also got legal problems, as he admitted. Don't ordinary citizens have legal problems if they put a migrant in their own home?
Of course they do.
Sure.
This is all about legal problems because this is illegal immigration. This is illegals pouring across the southern border. It has been catastrophic and a crisis since Joe Biden has taken office. And it impacts districts across the country. Every district is a border district. Every state has become a border state. And what's happening is Mayor Adams is threatening and wants to send illegals from New York City to upstate counties who do not support this, who are not sanctuary counties for Joe Biden's catastrophic border crisis. So he is right that it is a legal problem, but he's focused on the wrong legal problem. The legal problem is the border crisis and the illegal immigration.
He has no solution.
No solution. We do have a solution. House Republicans passed a border security bill, the strongest border security bill in the history of Capitol Hill. Plus, we have been supportive of...
But there's 5 million illegals here already. It may stop it in the future.
It does stop it in the future. But you've got 5 million here already. You stop that, attraction for illegals to come to the United States because they see amnesty policies of Joe Biden.
We've got?
We need to be a country that's based upon the rule of law.
But what are we going to do with
our legal immigration system. We should not be rewarding breaking the law.
What do we do with them?
We're the only branch that has put forth a solution.
What do we do with them?
They should not get citizenship.
We're feeding them, housing them.
We should not get citizenship.
Do all of that.
That is unacceptable, and certainly I don't support that.
Shall we let them work?
Because the U.S. taxpayers don't support that.
Shall we let them work?
I have supported strengthening our legal immigration system. We want a legal process to come to the United States, not illegal immigration.
But look, please answer the question. There are 5 million people illegally here under the Biden administration.
They are not American citizens.
OK, they're not. OK, fine.
And we should not reward that. We should not reward that. We need to secure the border. We need to
But we're paying for them.
We have legal work visa programs.
We're paying for them.
We have legal work visa programs that need to be strengthened. We should never support amnesty.
What are you doing with the 5 million you got?
They should not. They're not American citizens, and it's Joe Biden's catastrophic crisis that he has created.
But you're not going to throw them out, are you?
Certainly,
no,
we
you're
support.
Not. You can't. That is impossible.
If you are pro-amnesty, I don't support illegal immigration.
I'm not pro-amnesty. I just want to know what you're going to do with the 5 million we got.
Well, obviously, Mayor Adams doesn't have an answer to the question. Joe Biden doesn't have an answer to the question. Republicans' answer to the question is we need to secure the border. Then we can strengthen our legal immigration system. But we should not be rewarding illegals for pouring into this country. The American people do not support that.
But I'm supporting them. Elise Stefanik, that was good. And thank you very much for addressing the question head on. We appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed.
Great.
I'll see you soon.